Yeet. Chat, today we are back with another YouTube video explaining why heel John Cena is perfect from WrestleMania. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yeah.
I'm going to do any make-a-wishes. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to be a bad guy.
John Cena just went off on the fans, and it has the entire fan base divided. After almost 2 decades, John Cena appeared on Raw as a heel for the first time and absolutely crashed the frick out. Kids were catching strays, fans were telling Cena to shut the heck up, and it has the whole WWE universe buzzing. Many are calling it Cena's greatest promo ever, while others are dismissing it as a lame, generic heel speech. But after going back and rewatching the segment multiple times, I've found 5 key factors that made this the perfect segment to introduce a heel John Cena.
My take on this, I think John Cena did a great job as being a heel, a great job as being a bad guy. Rather than switching up the look, switching up the music. No, he didn't do that because the fans would have cheered and stuff like that. He's going to keep it the same. Same outfit, same music. Shit, the AA probably is going to get called the FU again. But I would like to call it that. I'm going to call it the FU while he's a heel. But I digress. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Prior to Cena's appearance on Raw, the crowd was excited. Everyone was speculating, will we get new music? Will we get new attire for Cena? What will his new music sound like? There were all these theories going around on Twitter and Reddit about a new corporate Cena persona. But what did Cena do instead? He came out with the same music, the same style of attire we've been used to for the last 20 years. No shakeups whatsoever. The reason why this is brilliant is because this makes Cena absolutely uncool. It gives fans no reason to cheer this guy at all. This makes every Cena hater feel justified in hating this boring, bland wrestler. But another reason this is super effective is because of the effect it had on Cena's fan base, especially the kids. This isn't like Roman.
Yeah, I do agree. It did a great job. Hell, it moved me. I'm not a Cena fan. I thought it was a brilliant idea that he didn't change it up. Because a point in time, I wanted this to be like, okay, yeah, he's changing the theme up. It's going to be cool. He's going to come out in new attire and all that like he described in the CVV interview. But no, he didn't. He gave us the quote-unquote same old shit.
Roman Reigns going from the big dog to the tribal chief with a cool new music and look.
This
isn't Hogan going from red and yellow to all black with the NWO. This is the same John Cena that they grew up watching as kids and teenagers. This is their old hero. It's the same person. It's the dude they've known for years. The same hustle, loyalty, respect guy. And that's what makes it cut deeper. If we had Cena come out to basic thugonomics or bad man with a new attire, he'd become the cool heel like CM Punk was in 2012 or like Edge was in the mid-2000s.
Smart.
We got the same bland vanilla Cena, and fans were immediately disappointed. There were no animated
shit. I was disappointed too.
Gestures from Cena. He just walked to the ring, stared at the crowd, and let them boo the hell out of him for what seemed like an eternity. This set the stage for the beginning of the second act that made this segment a perfect introduction for a heel Cena. Cena got in the ring, took the mic, and just stood there for a solid 2 minutes as the crowd let him know what they thought about him.
Cena sucks.
Just look at this shot. It's simply
money
iconic.
Shot. Hey.
A broken man standing in the middle of the
That's
ring
a crazy
while fans
sign
demand
right
answers. There are chants of, let's go Cena.
Cena sucks.
You sold out. The crowd is booing, kids are booing, and Cena just stands there. 2 minutes in, Cena teases dropping the mic and leaving as the boos get even louder. And then Cena utters his first words as a heel, which is basically a carbon copy of the tweet he sent out earlier in the day. Cena then goes on to explain how the fans have been abusive to him, how they've used him for the last 20 years. Cena brings up how the fans hated him since he arrived in the WWE, how he changed his persona and worked hard to get the approval of the fans. But it was never enough. No matter how much he sacrificed, no matter how much he gave to the fans, no matter how many people he put over, it was never enough. And while you can pass it off as another generic heel blaming the fans promo, but this time, can you actually argue with it? Can you disagree with any?
I don't think it wasn't enough. I just think that, well, if I do say this, I'm contradicting myself. I just feel like a lot of people weren't left like satisfied. Okay, I didn't really start appreciating John Cena or become a quote-unquote fan until he became a part-timer and he'd come in here and there. So yeah, it wasn't enough to move me as a kid. As I said in a previous video, Jeff Hardy was my guy growing up. I really wasn't the biggest Cena fan, or I wasn't the biggest Cena hater. He was just a guy to me. Not saying like he's just a regular guy. He just wasn't Jeff Hardy. He didn't move me how Jeff Hardy, RVD, and CM Punk and other people did. But yeah.
Anything Cena said? Now, of course, could there have been a cooler spin to this? Sure. We could have had Cena go full villain arc and just say he was going to take what's rightfully his, that he was going to cement himself on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling by winning the 17th world title. He could have channeled the Doctor of Thugonomics. He could have dissed the fans instead of whining about them, and we know Cena is capable of that. But he did none of that, and that's what made this lame promo, as some fans are calling it, so perfect. Instead of just flipping his character into some new dark, evil, cool heel, we get to see Cena's slow descent into madness.
Bray Wyatt was right.
This paragon of hustle, loyalty, and respect bit by bit shed his principles and turn into a monster. We get to see him embrace the hate as Kane wanted him to do
13 years ago.
Because currently, we're still seeing the human side of Cena. The same Cena we've known for 20 years. The same never give up guy. As he put it himself while doing his best Roman Reigns 2016 impression, Cena said he's not a babyface, he's not a heel, he's just a human being, which perfectly set up the third act of this promo. Cena then went on to first shut down the Cena Sucks camp by calling them awful people, before moving into the core of the promo that really sealed the deal. Cena went off on the Cena Nation, on the same fans that supported him, and he blasted them for stealing from him. For stealing from his personal life, stealing his time, and
that
using
was
him
bad
as a
right
scapegoat for their failed lives. He ranted on how they just use the words hustle, loyalty, respect to make themselves feel better while he stands for it, while he embodies it. All they do is sit on the couch and spectate like NPCs while Cena is out here being great for 20 years.
Wow.
Cena continues to flame the fans for a solid 5 minutes, and nobody is safe, including this little kid who's probably going to need therapy after that. Cena is going off against his haters, his supporters, and turning himself into someone nobody likes. The whole goal of this segment was to...
I would say I don't like Cena. I wouldn't say I dislike him. But as a wrestling fan, it really moved me. I'm still in disbelief that they pulled the trigger to make the ultimate good guy into a bad guy. And he's gonna fucking crush it, bro. He's gonna fucking crush it.
Supporters and turning himself into someone nobody likes. The whole goal of this segment was to strip away all the qualities of Cena that made the fans love him and amplify the traits that made his critics hate him. It was to turn the few people who still loved him into haters. It was to turn John Cena into the most bland, morally superior prick, as Michael Cole called him, and to clearly position Cena as the villain in this story. No 50-50 crowds, no mixed reactions. We're turning Cena into the guy everyone hates.
And that crowd, I do say they were kind of 50-50 split. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks chance. But when the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes came out there, chat, it all went to Cody. Cody got a big pop. And Cena was just like shoved to the side. Like Cena mentioned, oh, y'all want Cody. He's your new toy and y'all are just going to throw me away? Yeah. I'm sorry, John. But Cody Rhodes is turning into the quote-unquote modern-day John Cena. Just like Cena was the quote-unquote modern-day Hulk Hogan, but just bigger and better. Will Cody Rhodes be bigger and better than John Cena? I don't know.
Not in a cool heel way, where fans love to hate him like they did with Edge or Randy Orton. We're turning John Cena into a person that everyone genuinely dislikes. We're making him into 2016 Roman Reigns to set up the foundation for the fourth act. After 15 minutes of Cena complaining against the fans, Cody Rhodes' music finally hits. This is the payoff of the last 15 minutes, to set Cody up as the definite hero, while Cena is the person everyone dislikes. And the crowd clearly shows it. They are chanting Cody's name, they're singing his song, they're cheering him on, and then Cody takes the mic.
Shot right
Cody
there.
says what every Cena fan has been thinking for the last 15 minutes, that while the fans have given him the worst, they have also given him the best. Cena tries to dismiss him by calling Cody a kid, but Cody is having none of that and tells him to bring the real John Cena at Mania before calling him a whiny B-word. Now, this is not the first time...
Back years, Cody has done something like that. Called Rock a whiny bitch, now called Cena a whiny bitch.
And we've seen Cena get flamed on the mic by a rival. For decades, we've had the likes of CM Punk, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Edge, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, The Miz, and many others roast Cena on the mic. And Cena would always hit them with the
Fine speech.
Fine speech. Fine speech.
and then go on to destroy them on
You get hit with that line, GG's, my boy. Cody, it's coming.
the mic. But this time, nothing. Fans were expecting to see Cena and Cody go toe-to-toe on the mic. They were begging for it. Was Cena going to take shots at Dusty? Was Cena going to mock Cody for AEW? Was he going to ridicule him for being stuck in mid-card for a decade? Was he going to call him a bootleg Cena? But no, Cena just stood there as Cody humiliated him and the fans cheered him on. No comebacks, no retorts.
Nothing.
While this might look like a blunder from Triple H, but this was a genius masterstroke that ties into the fifth and final act. The one which might very well make the build for WrestleMania 41 bigger than last year for WrestleMania 40.
A broken man.
I think we can all agree that the road to WrestleMania 40 was one of the best WrestleMania builds of all time.
It was.
You had Final Boss.
Bro, it was. It was a freaking roller coaster from the week after the Royal Rumble, the WrestleMania press conference up until Mania. Bro, 2.5 months of damn near 3 months of absolute chaos week to week. The Final Boss, the American Nightmare, Cody, Roman and Seth, all this, like, so much. Punk, all of it, bro. One of the best builds, or main event builds of all time.
Rock beating Cody up backstage. You had Cody going off against Roman and the Bloodline, Rollins, Owens, Zayn, the Bloodline. You had all these moving pieces, and
It's
it was
all
just
over the
an
place.
exciting time. You had all the players on the board. You knew everyone's intentions, who was on whose side, and what was going to happen next. But now, the build to Mania 41, after that segment, it's going to be unpredictable. After the promo, Cody leaves the ring as the crowd cheers him, while Cena stands in the ring getting booed by the fans. Cena finally drops the mic and heads up the ramp as the crowd sings goodbye, proving all his complaints right. Cena looks back at the fans in disgust one final time before walking away. Never before in 20 years on Raw have we seen John Cena this broken. And that's what makes the build to Mania 41 even more intriguing. There are multiple theories being thrown out. There are rumors that we'll get a third man to side with Rock and Cena.
Yeah,
There are
Travis
rumors
Scott is
that
getting
Rock
a
will
hell of
turn
a
on Cena at
receipt.
Mania and side with Cody.
Nah.
While all of that
I
is
don't
speculation,
know.
this first segment of John Cena as a heel, where we saw this man, the same man we've known for 20 years, go off against the fans, voice his frustrations, and stand there defeated. It was like seeing an old friend you've known for years, but still don't know completely. And that's what made this segment perfect, in my opinion. But let me know what you thought about John Cena's first promo as a heel. Was it a hit or a flop? Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, I think Cena's first promo as a heel was pretty great. He said, well, I do think it went over a little bit too long. Cody came out, did what he had to do, called Cena a whiny bitch here and there, but I digress. This is going to be exciting. I do think I want Cena to win at Mania, but Cody's my guy. I do think if Cena fails to win at Mania, he's going to disappoint The Rock, and it's all going to go down south. But chat, let me know what you guys think below. If you made it this far, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. The link to the original video will be down below. We're out. Yay!